Hi, I'm Anthony Joshua and I'm going to break down my top 5 boxing moves. So interestingly, when you think of boxing, all you think of is your hands. But one of my favourite moves is my footwork. It's important because it gets you out of trouble. So when you've got a fight that's coming for you and you're tired and you have no energy to throw punches, the only thing you can do is kind of run away. But you do it in a way of skill and ring craftsmanship. So you can kind of dance around the ring. Ali showed us how good and fluent you can be on your feet, and also you can use it when you're trying to attack opponent and shut down the ring. What I'd say we're going to work our way up is the torso area. So that's like the Mike Tyson body movement. So being able to slip punches. It doesn't matter how quick, how powerful the opponent is. If they can't hit you, they can't affect you. So boxing is a sweet science and it is about, well, trying not to get hit. So when you go into a boxing gym, everyone's going to teach you how to throw punches, but very few coaches will teach you how to avoid punches. So it's important to kind of understand the torso area and how you can use that to your benefit. And with a broken rib, as you know in boxing, it's very difficult to get out of the way of punches. I think like exercise is important to build up your core stability as well because you're using it so much. So sometimes you can just do like straight planks, which is fine because you want to build up that stability. And just something simple like holding a resistance band that's tied onto the edge of the ring and just pulling it across and quick rotation, slowly pulling it back. So that way you're kind of imitating a punch. So your kind of core muscles don't just get focused on working in one dimension. They get focused in working in the rotational movement. So you just mimic the movement. And training has become so much more functional rather than one-dimensional these days. So there's so many different rotational exercises for the core that can mimic a boxing move. I would say like feints is quite important as well. So everything I've mentioned so far hasn't really involved punching, but there's so many different ways to skin a cat. So we've gone from our feet to our torso to our feints. And it's like boxing is all about milliseconds. So it's what you think someone's gonna do. So you're anticipating to kind of counter punch, or you're anticipating to beat them to the punch. So you kind of feint and make them flinch. Either they're going to go into their shell or they're going to show you what they're going to do. And it's up to you to be quick enough and smart enough to counter punch it. So feints is a really important trade-off in the boxing ring because either you're going to make them show their move or you're going to make them go into their shell and then you can get off your move. Number one for me, I really like the uppercut because it's not a shot that people really expect. People are always like this, so they're expecting shots to come straight down the middle, so they put up like a brick wall here. But what they don't do is they don't build the foundations as such, so they're not kind of crunched over, they just think that shots are coming through the middle. So, you know, you feint to the top, as I mentioned earlier, and then you bring up the uppercut and boom, draws up. And with that power and momentum, they tend not to come back, they just fall back with the uppercut. Ding, 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 another win under the belt, onto the next one.